On a personal note, my second favorite room in the whole ship because it's blue. It's just a very calming place to be. I love all these shades of slate and aqua. My shirt, my soul. Over here on this side of the board, we have a lot of the controls that would come into play if there was, I've got some steering, port and starboard, a menu-driven, this is monitoring all of the fuel usage, water usage, electrical output, input, everything that sort of occurs that can have a quantifiable calculation to it is being read and analyzed through these computers. Behind me right here to my left, in this wonderful blue box here, you can see that there's a light shining in Tank A. Tank A is the smaller of the two tanks of our stabilization system. So one tank, it takes about 100 metric cubic meters of water, and Tank B is about 220 cubic meters of water. And they're shaped, they're these two tanks that are shaped basically in a horseshoe. If you imagine a horseshoe wrapped around the sort of bow, mid-bow area of the ship inside, and they're connected with a computer system that judges the pitch of the ship and predicts how far it will pitch back, and shoots water at very high velocities to the side of the ship that it's going to pitch. And they say that it can decrease the pitch of the ship when they're both running at full capacity up to 7 or 8 degrees, which is an extraordinary amount considering how huge this ship is. Most of the time on seas that we've been having, you know, they'd only be operating one tank at maybe even half capacity. And it's doing a lot for us, as you've noticed, I'm sure. If any of you have ever been at sea before, the seas that we've had, we've been very, very stable on our vessel. So thank God for the entering stabilization system. And oh, there's a cute little diagram there too that you can see. I've never seen that before. Excellent. Over here, of course, just tells me we've got at port and starboard main engines. Should we go? Should we go? And we'll see almost this exact analog up on the bridge. Port and starboard main engines, and the bridge has ultimate control over the actual power of the thruster. They would be communicating back and forth, the officers to the two engineers that would be on watch. We also have the sort of on and off essential switches for the bow and stern thrusters. We also have another two anchor releases, which we'll see up top as well, and a bunch of gauges, which I have no idea about. Well, why don't we carry on? There's obviously some work to be done here, and it's probably best if we just get out of the way. But do enjoy the surroundings. We'll let these guys get back to work. We'll meet up on the bridge next, and I'll go slowly up through the main corridor, but please follow me.